And don't worry, we're going to move through the other slides and the other strategies a lot faster. I really want to emphasize why this strategy is so important to me. I do not feel that you should ignore the other strategies. I don't. I do them all. I do like a little bit each and every month of everything because I have complete diversity. And if there's something that's working really well right now, that's where my attention will go and that's where my investment will go. But I always use the lead generation and sales closer strategy is always my foundation. And I kind of play with the other strategies. And if something is working really, really well, then, I'll spend a lot of money there and see what happens. But this is always my foundation. And this is the only strategy that any new distributor can easily master, which is the key to your success. If you have a fixed sponsoring number each month, let's just say that you sponsor, 10 people each month. If you can help more of the people that you sponsor become successful, you don't have to worry so much about sponsoring more people. Now, if you're able to sponsor more people and make more people more successful each and every month, that's the best of both worlds. That's how you really make good money in this business. I was sitting down yesterday with my business partner, David, and we were talking to a new distributor that he had in his business. And I was saying, I'm like, what I really like about this industry is that you're trying to make millionaires. Like you're trying to focus on people in your business that want to be millionaires or want to make $100,000 a month or $50,000 a month, and you're helping them to achieve that. And the more that you're focused on getting them what they need, pointing them in the right direction to the right course, for the right educational course for them to take, et cetera, to reinforce certain strategies that they should be doing, the more you're focused on their success, the more successful you are. So in a way, you don't have to really even think about your own bottom line. You're constantly thinking about other people and helping them to become successful, which I think is fantastic. And what's great about this strategy is that it's, I don't want to use the word like dummy, like to sound negative, but it's kind of dummy proof. All you do is you get leads, you get someone to contact the leads, you give them the information about, your opportunity, and boom, you're done. And that's it. And hopefully that's going to inspire belief in your new distributors enough so they're like, oh, well, maybe I should learn more. But here's kind of a secret. If you've got a distributor that, let's just say that they're super, super lazy, but they've partnered with a really, really quality opportunity. And they're like, I don't want to learn anything about pay-per-click. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You know what I do? I just want to buy leads. I'm going to spend $2,000 a month. I'm going to buy a bunch of leads and hire a sales closer, and they're just going to do it for me. And I'm going to spend a little bit of money to hire a virtual assistant, to contact the leads. I'm just going to follow exactly what it says to do in 30-second sponsoring and the free bonus that I got, team building secrets with it. That's all I'm going to ever do. That person can become massively successful in this business because they're touching on the most important elements of the business, and they're smart enough to have someone else do it for them because they know themselves that either they're not good at it or they don't feel like doing it. So I'm not saying that this is a strategy that can make everyone successful, because there's a lot of elements that go into this. You need to have determination and guts. There's definitely ups and downs in the business, like anything. But if you know what a healthy stock chart looks like, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But if you measure the growth, the point A to point B in the course of a year or 5 years, it's always a straight line of growth. But to get from point A to point B, I don't care what type of business you're in, it's never a straight line. There's always ups and downs. Anyway, why I love essential strategy number 1 is that it's easier to sponsor people into my business. The leads that are contacted by lead generation companies, I've found that about 90% of them don't have opportunities yet. Now, there's a flip side to that the people that fill out these forms to be contacted, some of them are tire kickers, but I don't care. If I'm sponsoring 1 out of 150 into my business, or 3 out of 150, or whatever my numbers are for that month, that's fine. because I can sponsor these people directly into my business that month. When you use pay-per-click advertising in different forms of lead generation, usually you're getting existing direct salespeople and network marketers that are already with current opportunities. And one of the hardest things to do is to sponsor a distributor that already belongs to another opportunity into your business. Believe me, I've tried. I've got on the phone, and you start to get into these bragging contests where you're like, you will join my business because your product doesn't have the ORAC score that my product has, and you're this, and I felt like a 6-year-old, like, you know, it was like grown men talking on the phone, and you were arguing back and forth. And this is someone that had contacted. This is someone that had filled out a form to be contacted by someone. And they were arguing, and I'm like, well, if you love your company so much, why are you asking to be contacted by somebody else? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm just not experiencing the success that I'm just like, well, then why are you arguing with me? The thing is that when someone joins a business, there's a strong emotional attachment that they have to that business. So I found that when I was generating leads using pay-per-click and different methods, that it was pretty easy to get sales to keep refunding my marketing efforts, but it was hard to sponsor these people right away into my business. I had to kind of keep a book of all of my hot leads and like recontact them each month, and maybe like 6 months down the road, I'd sponsor this guy that finally got sick of his opportunity. But here's a kind of a catch-22. If you are front-ending an educational product that actually is worth anything, that actually works. So if I'm using pay-per-click advertising and people are purchasing 30-second sponsoring and they're already with a network marketing opportunity, if that network marketing opportunity is any good, then they're going to be able to use 30-second sponsoring to help them become successful with that network marketing opportunity. They're never going to join mine. So why I like the leads that are generated from lead generation companies is that a majority of them don't have opportunities yet. And I don't have to, keep people on the back burner and keep building a relationship with them, have my sales closer contact them each and every month. I can sponsor them into my business right away. And the people that fill out these forms, they have to fill out a lot of information. It's a lot more information that they have to give online with pay-per-click advertising. Usually it's just like an email or like a name and an email address, which online usually they give the wrong stuff. What I like about these people is that they fill out all of these details on the web form, which is a lot. I think the average time someone spends on a web page is like 3 seconds or 10 seconds. It's a very, very, small amount of time. For them to sit there and to fill out that form, that there's a level of interest. And if you're getting 1 or 2 serious people for every 1 to 150 leads, those people are going to be very, very open-minded and ready to go. And they're going to become emotionally attached to your opportunity. And then because you're using 30-second sponsoring to qualify and educate them, they're really going to know how to succeed in this business. So like I was saying, generating leads is great for sales, but it takes so much longer to sponsor the people in the business. Now, if you are like a guru, here's what I call the guru exception. And it's not even fair for me to make slides about this and teach this because it would be untrue. When I generate leads on the internet, if someone is already with another network marketing opportunity and they get contacted by my sales closer, don't you think it's a little bit different where it's like, hey, I'm contacting you on behalf of Chris Mazzara's business, 30-second sponsoring, you purchased the book, whatever. He's looking to sponsor people into his business. Are you currently available? Now, there's a lot of times that people will drop whatever they're doing and people will join gurus' businesses because they're just like, well, forget that. I'm just going to partner with this person. Whatever this person is doing, I want to do. That's the whole premise of attraction marketing. And it does work, but how long do you think it takes you to kind of develop enough status to where you can actually pull people away from another opportunity? It takes a lot of time. And not everyone can be an educator in this industry. Some people are just really great marketers and really good at sales, and they're never going to become like a guru or whatever because education is not their thing. I love education. I come from a family of educators. My entire family are teachers, and my mom was in direct sales. So you can see kind of like the merger of both worlds, and here I am. So some people just don't have the education gene. So they're just going to be really, really good at generating leads and sponsoring leads and maybe developing their distributors, but they're not going to become a guru. So I agree. I 100% agree with all the attraction marketing principles that are being taught out there. They're correct. But can they be utilized by a new distributor in their first 12 months? I don't think so. You know, what percentage of people that you sponsor in your business do you think can become proficient at pay-per-click? Now, pay-per-click's become even more competitive than it was 2 years ago, which was even more competitive than it was from 2 years prior. What do you think it's going to be like going into the future? I mean, there's only 8 spots on the first search page of Google, and 2/3 of those spots are pros, and you're not going to bump any of us out of those positions. So as these different methods become harder and harder and harder, I just say, you know what? Let the pros, let the lead generation companies, let them worry about placing the ads, and we worry about sponsoring people into our business. To view the rest of the videos in this training series, simply go to www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com. Again, that's www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com.